Right, so we're in front of Radio City Music Hall, and today I want to talk to you guys about the New York Knicks and the Charlotte Hornets. So the game is tomorrow. It's the Knicks against the Hornets. LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, Musa Diabate, Con Canupo, and the small forward, who I always forget his last name, is Brandon something. Anyways, last time we played them, they played us very good, to the point where Karl-Anthony Towns got subbed out of that game because of intensity of that game. And tomorrow is going to be the last game of the regular season, so that's pretty good, because finally we can raise the expectations. Finally we can, every game matters to a series, and it's gonna be, every game is gonna be so much more. So that's important. That adds a lot of fun to the games. And on top of that, we're gonna play the Toronto Raptors. The way it's shaping up. So it's gonna be us against RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, who were our favorites when we drafted them, right? Right now, the way it's gonna be interesting to see them in Madison Square Garden, and they're not playing for the Knicks, so that's a whole different beast in itself with that, and I'm sure it's gonna be very bittersweet for many of us who drafted them. So, but I miss the energy they brought. And RJ Barrett wanted to be here. Emmanuel Quickly and Obi brought a lot of energy. So yeah. Anything else I want to add to that? It's about just intensity right now. It's about picking up the more. We're seeing Jalen Brunson play better defensively. Karl-Anthony Towns playing better defensively. He's been a defensive actor in some games. For like a half, especially the Atlanta Hawks game, I would say he was the first half. He was I would say he was a defensive actor that group. So you have that going on. You have Josh Hart picking it up offensively, knocking down timely shots, clutch. He was clutch. Wow, I can't believe that he was clutch against the Boston Celtics in the fourth quarter. And we won because of his shooting, so believe it. So you're seeing that from Josh Hart. You're seeing Jalen Brunson picking it up defensively as well, defending, and also, you gotta hold on to the ball, because you might get stripped, So he's doing that. He's playing well with Mitchell Robinson as well, Mitchell Robinson too. Just because you grab a defensive rebound like Dyson Daniels, you still got to be careful, because if he's behind you, he'll get poked. So, you got to protect the ball when you're around Mitchell Robinson and Jalen Brunson, and even Karl-Anthony Towns too, who had a steal in the first quarter against the Hawks and a steal in the second quarter against the Hawks. So there's a lot of, when the Hawks game was what? 3 games ago, maybe 4. So there's a lot of defense going on. The active hands with this team. And offensively, you see Josh Hart step up a bit. Rebounding. Karl-Anthony Towns has rebounding and assists. He's picking it up there. And last video, I was calling him a mixture. He had like 21 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. I was like, yeah, this guy's, he's giving me a 7-foot Giannis vibe, or Julius Randle, or a mixture of the two a bit, because he's playing with a level of seriousness, a level with an edge as well, but in his own way. I would say that in his own respect. I'm trying to be respectful, but at the same time, there's a lot of passing from Karl-Anthony Towns and playmaking. Sometimes if he's not getting the assist, he's making the pass that led to an assist, So he's helping the team out a lot in those regards. He's not just relying on his shot, and he can shoot too. Like some games, like the Atlanta Hawks game, like, you know, we had slow start. You know, Karl Anthony Towns from deep, 3-pointer, splash. So, you know, stuff like that. You know, he's giving you a lot. So, shout out to him for that. Anything else I want to add that I hope I didn't forget anybody. Deuce is just getting back. We'll see how his health is. And Jordan Clarkson is still there. He's playing some games. He's seeing some life from him. Deuce, Jose Alvarado, he's still there. He's, you know, just very aware, and, you know, and playing unselfishly. So I hope I covered everybody. So, you know, I just want to say one more thing is that, you know, we also, you know, we did move on from RJ Barrett and Emmanuel quickly, but, you know, we do still have a small young core, which is Mitchell Robinson, the longest one here. He's been here since 2018. We also have Deuce, Porty, and Mo Diawara. So I always forget to mention Diawara's name. Like, this is probably the first video that I finally got it right. So, anyways, shout out to the young core we have. We had a great young core when RJ and Emmanuel Quickly was here, and so was OB, and Quentin Grimes as well. You know, I missed the gang. You know, there's other miss where you like, oh, I miss these guys. How are these guys doing? So yes. Other than that, that wraps up today's video. You know, there's a game preview. LaMelo Ball, we're gonna see. Oh well, one thing about LaMelo Ball that I don't want to forget is that they might be playing the Pistons. So this might be a good series. You know, so the Knicks are gonna be playing the Raptors. And we'll have home court advantage. The Hornets will be in the play-in. Now, who are they playing in the play-ins? I forget right now. But when I heard that he could possibly be facing the Kid Cunningham, I'm like, oh snap, I want to see that game too. So that's interesting right there for me as an NBA fan. As a LaMelo Ball fan and a Kate fan too. So, you know, you want to see two guards like that, you know, play in the series, and so forth. So, all right, you guys have a good rest of the week. That wraps up today's video. All right.